What is up, everybody? It's Tuesday, and we're your Tuesday night delight here in the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. Welcome to a brand new episode, Breaking the Mold. I'm Harrigan B. Flex, and let's just say what's up real quick to the rest of the crew. Brian Brink, I'll start with you, dude. How are you?
So I'm good. Just playing with my Bronx.
Bronx, baby. That's where I be. That's where I be. I'm gonna have to get that shit just on GP for that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Check it out. He's got like rubber skin. It's like kind of squishy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pliable.
But yeah, it's kind of cool.
That's nice. That's cool.
And I got him. You could get him in a sitting pose. He could like sit and like beg and stuff. And
that's wonderful.
Check out this.
So
crazy articulation.
That's
and
nice.
it's like
is the neck soft too?
I mean, it's not like the body, but it's definitely got that rubber coating on top of the body. But it's like double ball peg on the head into that too, so you can get a lot of articulation out of him. It's pretty sweet. His mouth.
It's pretty nice.
Then you get a big mouth.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And you get a piece of meat for him.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna get?
Of course, get the wingies for life.
Are those like build the figures too? Like, is that supposed to be for another figure?
Well, the Goliath figure, which I dare not grab right now, but he comes with these big outstretched wings, and they're very hard. And they give you these in the show, if you remember, right? He kind of wears them like a cape, and they're soft.
Yeah.
And stuff, so
that's cool. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I find that, and that is. I mean, of course, I'm not really collecting anything but the random TFs, but
yeah, man,
that I might pick up. Yeah, that I might pick up just for
some little
just on GP
stone dog thing.
Nice. Cool. All right, let me move on. Enter John Attic. What's up, dude?
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hello.
What's up,
Hello.
dude? Chip up today.
How are you?
Good, man. I've been watching a lot of Bridgerton with the wife, so they all talk funny.
Did the second come out yet or no?
Bro, it's finished. That's it.
What show is
Second
that?
season came out.
They put all the episodes out?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it with my wife.
I knew that's why I brought it up. I knew you were gonna be like, "Oh wait, I'm watching." Either you were watching it too, or you were gonna get to watching it.
Which show is that again?
Yeah, it's Bridgerton.
So Jose, it takes place like in like you know like in the I don't know, what would you call that era? Like
England, like in colonial England,
colonial time. Nah, that's not colonial, bro. But whatever.
The Victorian,
yeah.
There you go.
So everybody gets fancy and they go to balls, and it's all about like courting, having people hook up, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I saw her watching it.
It's about a rich family that's surrounded by them. They're called the Bridgertons. It's a mother and like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 boys and another like 3 or 4 girls.
Was one of the girls that was supposed to marry the dude like kind of like dark skin?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw her watching. Yeah. I didn't see any of it, but I saw her watching it. So
So the first season was what it was, and now they just came out with another season that's based on the brother. Okay. So now they married the sister off. And now that love story's done. Now it's time to marry the brother, who's the Viscount of whatever part of Europe they're in and shit.
Okay.
Is it the older brother that is having that love affair with the actress?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It was that brother. Yeah.
I heard they got a new actor for the daughter's husband. Like, it's not the same old guy anymore.
Well, he didn't even show up. He wasn't even in the show. So
wow.
Yeah.
Dave is on it. He knows this shit.
Yeah. It's Jose. I would never ever watch this on my own. Like ever. I wouldn't even watch the preview and be interested.
Wifey
But
got
my
you
wife
watching.
is like, watch this with me, and like, yo, like I'm like, yo, we're gonna watch another one, like, like,
You got hooked. You got hooked.
yeah, we fucking
Yeah.
finished it like in 2 or 3 days or whatever. So
All right, maybe I'll check it out. Because she's the type dude. She
Plus,
watches
man.
everything on fucking
Definitely,
Netflix. Like I'm watching the same shit that I've seen fucking a million times, and she's always watching like something new. So I did see her watching it, and it's funny because the accents is like I'm like okay, yeah, definitely she was watching that like last week, and she blows through it too. Like she'll blow through a series like this. Now she was watching some other thing that looked like scandalous, like Lies and Deceit or something like that. I think it's called or whatever. It's just
yeah,
a million things out there. So
it's not bad. I mean, it's what it is. It's nothing I'm recommending to the crowd for you guys to go watch. This is nothing nerd related, but if
I
you
didn't
want
even
something to watch with Shorty, and she might be interested in that shit, it's nice.
I didn't even finish that. Was it Yellow Jackets? The Showtime? Was it that Showtime show with the plane crash girls and stuff like that? Like I was trying to finish it, and I got about maybe just over halfway through.
I know of it. I haven't watched it though.
Yeah, I think it's called Yellow Jackets or whatever. Like it was kind of like it was alright, but I saw like a lot of people kind of like just saying like, "Yo, it's so good," and it was like I was watching. I was like, "All right," like it was a couple of kind of ill moments, and like I guess like the girls like having to do some crazy stuff over like the 18 months that they were crashed and they weren't found or whatever. But I was just like it wasn't anything like mind blowing. I was like, okay, but like I saw so much hype around it, and it kind of like killed it for me. So, I mean, I tried to finish it, but I was like, it's okay. Like, it wasn't anything like that. It was like, I was like, oh my God, I got to keep going. I got to keep going, So, whatever. And I think I just canceled my Showtime too. Because I'm like, I don't watch it. Like, I'm getting charged every month through Prime Video, like that and the Stars or whatever. They give you the deals $1 for like the first 2 months or whatever. And then I'm like 6 months in, I'm like, yo, why am I getting charged all this extra shit? And I'm like, I'm not even watching it. So I wound up canceling. So whatever, I'll find that later.
My Disney subscription runs out in the fall, I think. So I'm like, huh.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's
do
the
I
thing.
like having Star Wars on demand? I don't know.
There is a certain. I mean, I love the convenience, man, of having all these like things at your fingertips and just the ease of just you press and that is there. But I notice me personally, like my girl gets more shit out of this than I do. Like I'm playing video games or like on YouTube, like what I'm saying. Like if I'm not working, like what I'm saying, I'm not watching like a ton of the shit that's on Hulu, on Netflix, that's on all these fucking streaming services I pay for every month. Like what I'm saying. So I'm almost about to like dead everything. That's how I feel. But then I know like I'm gonna be cutting her entertainment out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question though. Like, what do you do when you watch YouTube?
I'm just
what do you?
Different
you're just ingesting a bunch of crap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Like most of the time I'm on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, like just Facebook, just looking at dumb shit, right? But I think that if you invest into a series, maybe you get your money's worth out of the streaming services. Because, dude, let me tell you, I've watched so much shit in the past year that I amaze myself that like I've rewatched stuff. Like I've rewatched seasons of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I when I get that bill, like not the bill, but when you get charged that $15 here and that $12 there, and I'm just like, this is great, and I'm thankful for my friends that give me their passwords to their shit too, because that's a huge benefit. Like,
that's
because I can't afford to fucking pay for all these things. My kid loves it too. Like to just be able to find something for her to watch and go like, oh well, we didn't find nothing on Disney today. Let's go on Prime, or let's go on Netflix, or let's go on Hulu. You know what I mean? It's fucking dope to be able to essentially find any movie you're looking for. Because if you just Google where's your movie streaming, you're bound to find it.
Yeah.
No,
and that's the beauty of it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Davis, you mentioned TikTok, and I saw an article come across my stream. I think it was earlier this week. Said it causes brain damage or some shit like that. So,
Bro, my
it
fucking
like
brain is so fucked up already. I'm not worried about TikTok
I think they
doing any
said
more.
it hinders mental development in children. I think is what I heard.
Right.
Oh well, I'll keep my kid away from it. But
But not Dave, like right, like just the like I said, the ease of access, like it's there. Like I like it when I do get on it. I'm like, it's nice to just be able to scroll and see like anything I fucking want to watch. But I just don't don't use it enough. I know the situation's different. Like you guys, working from home and stuff like that, so it's a little bit easier to just put something on and watch. I don't have that extra time or whatever to just throw something on. But
when I work at home, I work.
But I get it. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I get it though. Like, what I'm saying? I'm just like, like I said, like, I love the ease of it. But then I'm like, wait, so I'm paying about, like, to me, it's too much when like you factor in. I mean, this is my situation. That's not everybody's situation, but my situation is like I have to have like the TV and the cable bundle. Because the cable alone is like $5 less than if I just add the TV to it. But it's like a basic fucking cable package with like the basic internet. And it's like $130 alone for that. And then 20 for fucking Netflix, a 10 for Hulu. Fucking Amazon Prime is what, like $120 a year. Disney Plus, what, fucking $80 a year. Well, you got to pay for the Prime to get the Prime Video, so it's free.
But it streams to you free shipping. No, you don't have to pay for the stream to ship to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but Disney Plus, fucking HBO Max, fucking all this other fucking shit. It's like you add it all up, it's over $200 a month. You're fucking paying, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so EE Prime says cable is necessary for your sports. Yeah, and EE, like, look into YouTube TV. I heard that they do local sports channels. So
yeah,
just as a FYI, I don't know how expensive it is, or if it's financially the same as getting just cable in your area.
They have
for me, like I live in the Philly area, so for the most part you get Philly sports. Who the hell wants to watch that? No one. So it's like it's no good for me.
Brian causing trouble, man. He's causing trouble. Like, there's a lot of options like Sling TV and all these internet like TV options, but the bottom line is like you have to have the internet, and there's not many options here, like in my area, as far as like just getting like the internet alone. I think I'm trying to do the research. Like, I might be able to switch to Optimum, and it might cost me like instead of the $130 I'm paying for the TV and internet, I might be able to pay $50 or $60 a month for just the internet. And then I could fucking get like one of those, I don't want to put anybody on blast, but there's those little boxes that you could get that are just hooked up with all the channels. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny, Jose, is I've had one for years, and I'm still paying for all these fucking things. Like,
seriously,
it's just like it don't always work. Like, like you have you have to reboot it and do all this shit. Like,
they got like so many of these options. Like my sister's man sells it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you pay. It's like a subscription. Like if you're paying
get them at my barbershop.
Yeah, dude. You pay $50 or $60, and you get 6 months of like every channel you could think of. You know what I'm saying? International, local. Like, it's crazy. And maybe just invest in the VPN. You know what I'm saying? Just so they don't come knocking on your door or whatever. But that's probably the most economical thing to do. But it's just you got to do the research. You got to know what you're looking for when it comes to stuff like that. But it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I mean, I'm paying it, but like, it's whatever. It's just an expense, every month. Like I said, it's nice just to click and go and watch whatever. Like, I know she gets a lot of it. I just don't personally. And then, like you said, Dave, your friends letting you borrow your shit, like her kids, like everybody got my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying for everybody else's entertainment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the.
Are you not entertained?
So it is what it is. That's life, I guess. What's up, Tom? What's happening, man?
Not much. Good weekend. Did a little toy hunting.
Toy hunting. What did you find?
Some good stuff. I've actually helped a local friend. Helped a friend out by. I didn't know how high demand this Encanto fucking shit is. It's amazing. It's
Canto.
If you don't know what Encanto is, it's the new Disney movie that's out.
Dom, you're Portuguese. Talk with a little bit of fucking flavor. Come on, man. Encanto.
Encanto, yeah.
The family in their magical house, and it's funny. You think Disney would, putting out a new movie would have like the stores flooded with toys of that movie weeks, months in advance of the movie. But for this particular movie, they did not. So there's been some difficulty acquiring the toys for the movie, and you can't even find any figures in the Disney aisle for the movie. It's weird. So it's Jack Pacific actually made some toys for the movie, and I don't know whether they got the licensing fees because they're known for their little houses and the little action figures like the Molly Pockets and stuff like that. So
Molly Pockets.
Yeah, so
Polly Pockets.
He was looking for a set for his daughter, I guess, and it was funny because I called them up. I went to one Target, and the one thing that she's that like it's impossible to find is the house. The house is like in the movie. The house is it's magical. It does certain things. So of course, a toy line would to kill it in creating a house that like would activate like secret little, magical stuff in the house and stuff like that. So this house is impossible to get. It's about $80, and I walk into a Target, and I'm looking for some. Looking for the trap jaw, looking for some certain things that I'm looking at for. And then all of a sudden, let me take a peek down the toy aisle for these Encanto. This old lady was just basically right there. She's picking it up and putting it into her cart, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, oh shit, that's the house. And she like it was funny because I thought she was taking it to like the price checker to see how much it was and hopefully decide to put it back down. So when she walked to the end of the aisle, her daughter, which was about my age, comes up to her and sees what she has, and the daughter starts literally crying because she found this house. And it was like, and I'm like, and then I called.
She was a 40-something-year-old woman.
You're ready to fight her for
it. Was like, yeah, it was the grandmother, and the grandmother, I guess, the daughter told the grandmother that, like, really need this. This is a house that I need, and I guess the grandmother was shopping in the toy section while she was doing some other stuff in the store, and I guess the grandmother stumbled upon it in an aisle, and grabs it and puts it in her cart, and then like I said, the daughter shows up and starts crying and just and I was like, I went back to the parking lot and I called I was like, dude, I was like this close and getting the house. But he really wanted the family set. There's a set that all the family members come together because
right here, this is it, I think.
It's a little smaller. I guess that's another set, but Target had a Target exclusive set that just had the whole family, and it was like hard to find. I ended up I didn't find it on Saturday. I went out on Sunday again, and lo and behold, check your reshop carts, people, because when you see those reshop carts hanging out in an aisle because people return stuff and the cart gets filled up in customer service, and they throw the cart back out in the toy aisle for like the reps to put it back on the shelf. I looked inside a reshop cart, and lo and behold, it was there, and I was able to find it for him, and I took a picture, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
If that's the house, that shit's kind of crazy. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a great movie. If you haven't watched it, there's the set right there, like right in the middle of the fine, right there. There's the set. Like if you go right in, not that one, down below. I think it's right there. That's the set.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a little set with all the family members for the show, and it's a real, like I said, it's a nice movie.
But this, like E.E. Prime's Disney's racist. They didn't think it would be good because Encanto's based on a Spanish family, so they didn't make toys. There's fucking toys right here. I just searched and it looks like there's tons of toys. Come on.
Yeah, but
they didn't make a lot.
Oh, but the distribution, it just so they kept it. See, but that's what makes them valuable now. Like you gotta find them. You know what I'm saying? That's what drives the value up now. But that, oh man, that's
happy to find something like that, and you know, especially when showing it to a little girl who's going to enjoy it and have fun.
That's awesome.
And, so it's things like that are amazing. I know I did a couple of things like, you know, when I know Dave got the receiving end of this, where I found some what is it, magic pixies that for the holiday.
No, the magic cauldron.
The magic cauldron.
Yeah. That thing was fucking cool, man. I don't know if you guys got to see Vanessa, Mike Kincaid's girl, had put up a video of her doing it online, like she a toy where she like did like a potion, and then all of a sudden the toy popped out. Did you guys see that by chance?
No.
Well, she did a video on it. I thought it was cool. It's a pretty cool idea. Like basically you throw in little packets and you follow the instructions, and it looks like an actual cauldron, and there's actual liquid inside, and you put in like a feather, you put in like little, you know, like a star, like little ingredients.
Is that
and then at the end of it, it starts to smoke up. Like it smokes, like the whole room starts to smoke up, and a fucking a doll pops right out of the bottom of the thing to the top.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It was this past season's like
sold out like thing.
Like
yeah.
Furby,
like the toy and the Elmo, Tickle Me Elmo, and all that shit. The hot toy.
It was impossible to find during the holidays, and I actually stumbled across like an end cap that had a bunch of them, and I put out.
He charged me double for it too.
What a friend! What a friend!
It's America.
He said it's still cheaper than eBay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man!
Fucking assholes don't want to get their asses off the couch and expect me to run around. And
You're doing it anyway.
Fuck you. We don't live in that fucking town of honey like you live in, bro.
You know how much gas costs?
Their excuses like, I live in New York. Yeah, it's the greatest city in the world, but you can't go shopping.
You can't get fucking toys here. The fucking city's great, but you can't find no toys.
Yeah. But you want a drink? You want to get your nail polished? You
can yeah. You want fucking Chinese
pizza?
Pizza? There you go. Well, yeah.
That's about it,
right? Get robbed on the street.
But yeah, I found a couple good things. I didn't like get as lucky as Mr. Brink over there finding like, you know, 4 Brocks, you know. That's what I was looking for one of those, but I
bought 2 and left 2 for the next collector. And I already hooked up somebody.
Yeah. I know you did. Yeah, I know.
What was I gonna do? Buy all 4?
Buy them all, so they could call you a scalper.
Look, if I can find 4 in my target, this thing is going to be shell forming everywhere.
No,
I don't know. I heard it's just Target exclusive.
No, Army building Bronxes now, people. Come on,
people are going to buy them all, and they're going to scalp the wings on eBay for like $100, and they're just going to throw the Bronx in the trash. So
wow. You know, Brian, you make a good point because the wings are going to be needed for both Goliath and the Fei Long character, right?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Doesn't Fei Long, is he a different color, though, right?
Oh, I don't know. But are they going to come out with the wings for him on a different, you know, like on a different character?
Who the hell knows what they're going to do? Like, there's all the other gargoyles, too, and they need their wings. Like, this thing it's just soft. There's nothing to this. They could include this with all the gargoyles. There's nothing to this. Yeah, it's a single mold with some paint on it.
Is it NECA that's putting those out?
Yeah.
Are they the same ones that were putting out those like the turtle figures that Dust put it, like all those pictures in the chat? Like, are they putting those out? Yeah. See, so like, I mean, if they're fucking putting shit like that out, like it seems like it's a lot, like all that turtle shit. So they could pretty much do all that with the gargoyles, no? Like if they have the light.
To Brian's point, where would you put the other? Like, I guess right now it's Demora didn't come with her folded wings. So like,
did you say Gamora?
No, what is it? Demora? I don't know.
Demona.
Demona. So She didn't come out with her wings, right?
No. So
it's gonna be a future release. So see that's gonna be the hook, right? Like, because they're gonna keep you. I keep trying to let Dave in, and he hops back out.
He has mic issues, so he pops in, and if he hears us, then he stays. If he can't hear us, then he jumps back out. And
correct.
Tries
They can't hear you. I'll be back.
So the thing is, like, and the interesting thing is, like, people are like, "Oh yeah, the cape wings," and I'm like, "This is good for display," but I think I would like some articulated wings, as opposed to the. Maybe I'll get it. Everybody knows what it looks like, right?
They're probably like, so look, if they're giving you accessories basically for other characters, then I think they're probably gonna just try to be like, hey, like, it's a way to sell the line, right? Like, maybe you might not have wanted to get this character, but it includes wings for Goliath. So now I need to buy it because I need those wings, right? Like, I guess.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, Goliath is going to be the one that people go after anyway. He's the main guy. But the Goliath is great. This guy is great. I heard the Demona, except for her stupid wings, because they're breaking and cracking and all kinds of stuff, is not as good. But I think people should just go all in anyway if they're Gargoyles fans, because they're really nice figures.
They're nice looking, and there's not too many of them, in my opinion. Like, it's not a super deep collection.
And so here's what I was showing. Like, so this is a big figure, and these wings are big. So, like, I would like, all they do is peg in the back. Like, there is opportunity for somebody to make some kind of articulated wing. So you don't have to have them wearing a cape, and you don't have to have them all the way stretched out. Maybe there's some medium ground.
Yeah.
Somewhere for this.
That looks really cool. Kind of look like his feet though, like like he was stepping into some like claw boots or something.
Do you think if somebody, like, with articulated wings, do you lose the texture? Like, I felt like they didn't do the articulated wings because the texture of the wings kind of like.
Well, you're right, Tom. And you know what? It's two pieces. It's 2 pieces of molded plastic with some paint on it. Just give me wings. Give me medium outstretched wings. Not like this. Not.
You
like
need
this
outstretched wings.
Just something in the middle. Give me a little something in the middle.
You need to have the outstretched wings, like at least on Goliath, and then you have the other characters where you're gonna stand.
But you might not always want to. Like, you might not. But you might not always want them all outstretched. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. And so those wings that you showed us in that picture, so you could take those off. That's all like interchangeable.
Yeah, they're pegs. They're pegs in the back. See these?
Nice.
Can't really tell. But there's a peg there and a peg there. Yeah. So you just
would be a nice collection. That is kind of like an allure for that, since like what Dave said, there's not too many of them, right? Like, so you get the main cast, kind of like with the Beast Wars with Kingdom, right? With the Kingdom line, you kind of get that season 1 cast, and you could be done. Like, if that's what you want. See, like Ricky's even saying the 6 main gargoyles only, and the rest are either villains or side characters. So if you just want the gargoyles, 6 figures is not a bad investment, like, at all.
Yeah. So 30-something bucks a piece. I mean, it's not bad.
Not bad. Have they shown anything where they might like expand or do different versions of the characters or anything?
Not yet. Well, we've got a repaint of Goliath already, but that's in canon. And they've teased the main ones so far. I believe they've teased
Brooklyn.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Brooklyn.
4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I guess all the ones you need are coming out. I mean, depending on your sensibilities.
Do we need any of this shit?
Well, there's some people that might be super gargoyle fans want it all, like the whole like the way they did the Batman animated series line. Get everything.
Are you complete on that? You finished that up, right?
Oh yeah, I finished it. I didn't buy the second version of the Batmobile.
Oh, you suck.
So that's the only thing I'm
Not
missing.
completed then.
You're not
Sorry,
complete.
it's not complete.
It's a
So I'm
failure.
not complete. Sorry, I didn't get the Batmobile with the chrome rims. My bad.
Yeah, you failed, Brian.
Are you gonna try to do like one mass like you got to buy the whole set like at a future toy show or something like complete set?
It.
You got to buy it in one shot.
So when I went in on that Batman line, it was my what do they call that when you break up with somebody and then you immediately go to the next person?
Rebound.
Yeah, it was my rebound for when Matty Collector canceled the Thundercats, because when Matty Collector was doing the Thundercats, I was like, this is it. I'm gonna go all in on a line for the first time in my life. You know, it's gonna be mailed to my house every day, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be as happy as all those Motu Classics fans.
Wait, so you're saying Batman animated line is your rebound chick?
It was my rebound from Thundercats, yeah.
Wow.
And so basically, I was like, well, fuck it. What else is out there that I can go all in on right now? And like, I want to complete a line. Like, I want to do it. And I was looking at the Batman animated stuff. It was all out there. And God, how long ago was this? 4 years ago? 5 years ago? Maybe. That shit wasn't selling. It was on clearance everywhere. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to complete a line on discount. I was happy.
Why not?
What's that?
So yeah, why not? Shit.
Yeah, I know, right? So I did.
I think you hit it. I think you hit it. I hit it in an opportune time too, Brian.
Yeah.
A lot of those figures were really cheap, and I think now, since they're really not making any more, like some of those figures have skyrocketed in regards to their people getting back or getting into that line or using it as a rebound chick like you did, and because Super 7 is not doing a great job on Thundercats either.
And probably the best options you're gonna get for a Batman the Animated Series line too, right?
Ricky, all my Batman stuff's in a tote somewhere. I can't show you, but I think he has all that stuff anyway. So
yeah, that would have been a collection that would have been nice to go in. Like I remember when that show was dropping and like the lead up to it and like reading about it like in the magazines and stuff, especially coming off like Batman Returns. And it was just like I was so excited and just reading everything about it. And I watched that shit every day, recording it on the VCR so I could always just watch it back, anytime I wanted. Like I had every single episode on tape. Because that's what we had to do back then, man. Before these streaming
talking about gargoyles. Look, man, I got Goliath on a NECA stand, so that's why I shared the picture and I didn't bring it out because I didn't feel like disturbing my shelf over there.
Don't disturb the shelf.
He doesn't want to disturb the shelf. The shelf is sacred. Sacred.
Well, there's stuff around him. I'll knock the mythics over. Be a pain in the ass.
Oh man!
Well, I did see some of those legacies. Last you were showing off on ETR last night.
I was opening them and stuff like on the show. So like, dude, they're pretty cool. Let me see. So let me bring these out. Like, I was disappointed in the RC. Like, I feel like that's the weakest. But I figured out that because I was like, man, she got like this little backpack, right? But and so it was making her like lean back here from like the waist, but it clips in. So it, so now that I know that it's nice and sturdy, I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna pose her up and see what I could do. Like I've seen some pictures online that I was like, oh, like now it kind of made the figure look a little bit better to me, like seeing a whole bunch of different like poses and options. And then just aesthetically, I think like the skids looks cool. Like listen, I know again, you look at the inside of the legs, they got the waffles and shit. But listen, this is the main line. Like I expect that from the main line. But I like the way he looks too. And Skids is not like a character like I'm really too familiar with. But this looks like spot on to me compared to like the like the Masterpiece version that just came out like somewhat recently, right?
Yeah.
Looks like kind of looks very similar, like with the character design and the way the legs look and stuff like that. Of course, just scaled down version to chug like the way some of these figures have looked like in the Siege line and stuff like that. So I'm digging them, man. I'm digging them.
The guys in the chat were saying, did they show Lexington? So a quick Google search, NECA Lexington. Boom, there you go.
Look at that.
They're doing all of them. They're doing.
Yeah,
They announced that they're doing all the gargoyles.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they're doing them.
So
What's that Freddy's Nightmares thing right there? I remember that series. Is that like a figure that they're putting out? You see on the side there?
we don't pay attention to that on the side.
Ads.
And I think this answers everyone's question, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, pretty much. That's
the
there's
I
the
don't
clue.
remember their names. The Broadway and the other guy and the other guy.
Hudson, Brooklyn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's in
So
Brooklyn.
there you go.
They're already up for pre-order on BBTS. The bottom two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also Dom, I got the notification like the bulkhead. It said it was supposed to be coming like in May, and now it's gonna be here by like tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah. So it's like okay.
I didn't see the deluxes. Like the funny thing is that and you might need to, I don't know whether you're adverse in what's going on, but like I noticed that there's several G1 figures showing up in the Bumblebee, like the noteworthy Bumblebee line, and like this, there's a blue streak and a cliff jumper, and
Yes.
so like those figures, when you look at them, they're, on top of them it says Legacy, so it's like but they're not in that new packaging, so I don't know whether they threw some of those characters in the noteworthy B line and they're calling it Legacies. Like I just don't understand it, because I was looking at, I saw some blue streaks and I looked at top of the box and it says Legacy on it. So it's like, okay, is this the new Legacy line, or is this a transfer into Legacy or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that they did. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know why they're including some of those in that buzzworthy Bumblebee line. But I didn't notice that it's also saying like Legacy on the
It
packaging.
says Legacy on the top. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but like I know for a fact that like that first wave of Legacy Deluxes come in that purplish 90s looking box.
Yeah. Those colorful boxes and stuff like that. I think they're just pushing like this the Energon gimmick, because I'm noticing like with the RC and with the skids, like you got a weapon that's like kind of like see-through, like and that's kind of like the way like she got this disc here that's sort of like the same thing, and it's kind of like the way the blaster, like the eject, or is this eject that he came with? I can't remember the tape's name, but also with that blue kind of see-through, so I guess that's kind of like what they're doing here for this.
Yeah, it could be just that they didn't have they wanted to fill out the wave pack with but noteworthy Bumblebee, and then like they probably picked those figures to kind of fill in the wave pack. So
yeah, I mean, listen, that's cool to me, because it's like the studio series. Like if they're gonna give you more characters and they're just kind of finding an excuse to let's throw it out. We got these guys, let's throw it out under this line, because we already filled up the 4 deluxes we would usually put out in this wave. Like I guess that's cool, but I just know that it's a bunch of repaints, right? Like you're getting the cup. You're getting the clip number.
I saw a video today from the Protoman guy. He said that there's a variant on the blaster. He says there's one coming that has like a smirk on his face. He doesn't have like a
for real?
A stoic look. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice, because this is the one with the mean look, what I'm saying? And I really like the way this figure looks, man. Like I got to kind of pull out the Soundwave now to kind of compare them, because I haven't like messed with these in a while. But I haven't had a blaster like this in like a long time. Like it kind of like I'm getting like those G1 vibes, because it's like the figures before that we got. Like was that, I think the last one we got was that big one, that leader class one with Titan's Return. It was not like this. Like this is nice. I'm digging it. I'm sorry, Dom. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, and I didn't even know, Brian, too. Like I didn't know. I forgot who told me, but the Galvatron basically comes without the war damage on this. Set.
No battle damage. Yeah, no battle damage.
You didn't like the skeeting on the old one.
I heard the shoulders are lined up correctly as well.
Now listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I've already seen it. When you pick up these legacies, especially these leader class ones, they don't. There's no window. You can't see the figure. So check your fucking tape on the boxes, because people are already buying them and then just opening up the box and flipping them out with different characters and sealing them up and returning them, because it's like I picked the one I picked up. I went to 2 Targets and I found already 2 of them where like it when I picked it up, it felt light.
Really?
Like it felt like, you know, something was wrong with this. And then like all of a sudden I started shaking the box and it felt like, you know, like something was really loose in the box. You can definitely shake the box and when you get the real one and something's loose in there, but like this one was completely loose. And then I all of a sudden turned to the bottom of the box and the tape was completely like, you can see somebody pull the tape up.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff. Like I noticed, I think I've shown it off. Like with the packaging, like it's windowless, so you can kind of touch the figures and stuff. Those, like with the leader class and stuff, like you said, you can't see inside. And I actually saw people post videos too. Same thing, the two of the same figure, and he was like, one's definitely heavier than the other. And then of course you shook one and you heard something rattling, and the official one, everything is tied down. Like, so again, can something come loose? Yes, but more than likely you're not going to hear anything rattling if you know what I'm saying, if you pick up the figure and stuff like that. So that sucks for consumers, man, because that's something I know, like we always see online and people always posting pictures of figure swaps, but now like with the windowless packaging, you really are taking a chance. If you're not being that savvy, right? Like, what about the oblivious fucking parent that's just going and like, oh, my kid wanted this, or you're just picking it up for the kid, and then it's like it's not what was in the, you know, what was supposed to be in the box. Like that fucking sucks. Yes, you could return it, you could do whatever, but like imagine the kid opening that and being disappointed, or just the fucking hassle of fucking you get that shit. Oh, I gotta fucking now drive back to the store and bring it back. Like, you know, it's just
I can assume there's like consumers out there that like, you know, I'm not gonna spend another $50 fucking for something that I wanted in the first place without those paint apps, and now, you know, and buy that and then return it with something stupid and loose in the box, and your customer service rep is not going to know. You know, they're just returning the item. There's no window now that they can see into the box and see whether everything is there. And it's like, you know, even if they weren't even good at that in the beginning because of the figure swaps, they were.
This is a Combine Awards. It's not a fucking Legacy. What the fuck, man?
yeah.
Well, did you see? I think it was the leader, Hot Rod or Rodimus or whatever. It was in a solid box, and I thought I saw it posted on a group where someone bought it, and someone put a water bottle in it.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I saw that. So like for no heft, like so it could feel heavy and shit. But
oh my god.
You know,
like titanium hanger. So Dom, this is for you. People that don't open their toys, 5 years later they open it.
Surprise, bitch!
What am I doing?
That's messed up. That'll be messed up.
You seal collectors, you know, need to be careful. And it's unfortunate. Like, I understand what they're doing. Like, I understand they're trying to eliminate, you know, plastic in regards to the packaging, but you know, they're gonna fight. Like, you know, you go down a route thinking like it's gonna be, you know, you're doing something good, but then you're gonna realize you're probably gonna waste more money trying to secure or prevent theft in regards to some of these items. So it's like the road that you go down in trying to prevent less plastic, you're gonna spend more and reduce cost and waste. You're gonna find out you're gonna be wasting more money and more cost in regards to trying to stop the theft of these items.
Hey, but the environment is saved.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
No, I'm gonna start putting boogers on your legacy figures because they have no windows on them.
Yeah, see, so now that's the thing, is that it's true. If you're buying them at retail, like your figures are being molested now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the other people obviously, if you could touch them, somebody's gonna be touching them. Somebody's gonna turn the head. Somebody's gonna touch, like on Blaster, probably this shit on the chest to see if it opens, and it won't because it's strapped down in the box. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but like I remember like Chris was saying, like you can go in and steal accessories. Like you can steal guns, you can steal tapes, you can steal swords and weapons.
Stick your balls on the figure, return it, and just give it back. Yep.
You know?
Or they could like spit their gum out and put it in the box.
Yes, that's true too. I mean, so many variables, guys, when it comes to this.
Or they could steal, like they could go to Target and be like, I'm getting me a blaster and a free chapstick because I'm just gonna put the chapstick in the blaster.
Yo, that's real. That's real.
No, Brian, I love how Brian like pings me for the fucking
Free pack of gum. I'm gonna put a pack of gum in this.
I love how Brian pings me for the sealed box collector when he has a bunch of fucking Diaclone boxes up there that he doesn't even know there's fucking Diaclone in there.
That's only 6% of his collection, Dom. Not 98 like you.
6% in volume, 80%,
90%, same shit.
And the difference is like you're getting that from a
It's
trusted
a percentage.
You're getting that from a trust shipped to you straight from a trusted and reputable retailer, right? Not
That's what
fucking
you
picking
think.
up a box up randomly in a store that somebody might have returned. You know
That
what I'm
vendor
saying?
knows that Brian's not opening it, so they took the shit out and put a rock in it. And
Oh yeah. Thanks, Anime Export.
What's up, Ralphie? What's up, bro? Yeah, dude. Like, so I think the workaround is listen. I pre-order all this shit on Amazon. Like the stuff that comes to me is never anything. It's always brand new. It's never anything that's been, bought, resold, or whatever. So I guess that's a workaround. But anybody it's picking shit up in person, and again, we discussed it in the past, right? Like nothing like that instant gratification, but sometimes you can get burned on that.
yeah, but check your tapes, boys. Check the tapes.
Yeah, check
Dude,
it out.
if you open a box and there's a water bottle in there,
That's
that is some fucked up shit.
That's some fucked up.
There better be like a drink, like a bottle of vodka or something.
They ain't gonna put in nothing that expensive.
Nah.
They put it in the water bottle they got for 50 cents.
I'm not asking for some like Keto One or like or Grey Goose or something.
Shit. For that price, that's an expensive bottle of water.
$50 legend, a liter glass.
Oh man, so you're not a fan? Like, would you rather like it be like old school Dom, like where you could?
Oh
see
yeah, like fuck the planet. I don't give a shit. We'll figure something out. It's the old thing, like let's find some new science to make it better. Like I don't give it like we're gonna need plastic. Plastic's always been around, so I just don't understand why we're making
windowless toys. Isn't going to go save the planet. I don't think. Like I think some stuff I've been reading, we're already past the point.
I would love to be at that board meeting when like you got marketing, and then you got like marketing is all about let the customer see the product, let them know what they're getting, and it's like they're at that board meeting and marketing is like okay, you're not going to listen to us, we don't give it, you don't understand what customers want, so it's like I'm that type of guy that likes to see what I'm getting, and without a window you don't even fucking know what's inside.
Well, there was that thing. I remember Hasbro put this a couple years ago. It was a joint venture with Amazon. I remember where you wouldn't get the nice, pretty picture box, right? Mm-hmm. Instead, the product would just basically come in a shipper that Amazon could throw a sticker on, and basically, I mean, they say it's for the environment, but think about the cost for Amazon and Hasbro, right? You don't gotta do box art. You don't have to do a fancy box. And Amazon doesn't have to find another box to put it in to send it to you. And I thought that was cleverly disguised as beneficial to all, but also to us.
Yeah, we all been through it. Like if you're selling at a toy convention and you have a figure or something that's in a box like a hot toy that you can't. You can't just show it in the shipper. To present the figure and get people interested in it. You have to display the figure. You have to show the item that's inside and try to entice customers to buy it. Because if you just show them a box with a couple fucking names on it that you can't understand, it's just no one's going to be interested in it. So if you have it out there outside the box or they can see exactly what's inside, it's always a selling point. It's always good for customers.
Like imagine going to these toy shows we go to, right? And you just aisles of vendors. It's just nothing but brown cardboard.
Yeah.
Like I've seen some clever ways where people would take their their hot toys. If they're selling hot toys, they'll make a printout picture of what's inside it. I've seen mezcos are always like that too, where they pull it out of their sleeve and open it up and display it where the window is showing, things like that. I like that's like human nature. Like we all are always interested to see what's inside it and what it looks like. So Like to hide it behind a cardboard box, it's like it's pointless. You're losing that shelf appeal in grabbing customers and picking up the figure and and maybe possibly getting a sale that way. So
yeah. Oh, I agree. I definitely would always love to see
why
purchase it.
I understand the environment thing, but why impact business?
Fuck the planet. Right? Fuck the planet, right?
Use less of use a more cheaper plastic or use a recyclable plastic. I don't know. Do something like that to kind of be more environmental friendly, but don't fucking take the plastic completely away.
Yeah, I mean, the more plastic we put in the ground now for landfills, the more fossil fuels will be fermented, like in the next millions of years, for the people that live after us.
Long-term thinking, Brian.
We're doing them a favor.
Oh no, there won't be people fucking millions of years from now. We'd be lucky if there'll be people 100 years from now.
People on
the fleas on the dog's back, man. When the earth wants us to gone, it'll just shake.
That was a George Carlin skit back in the day. It's like the planet's going to shake us off like a bad case of fleas.
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny. So did you guys Ryan, you were mentioning something about like the Cosmic Legions. Was there like some new news coming out of that? Some new reveals or something? Or
Cosmic Legions.
Yeah, they did a whole weekend, right? They did a reveal of all the stuff.
Oh, they had.
Brian, last week you were deciphering the code. I don't know how far you got into it.
I did. I deciphered all of it. I found a typo. I found a misspelling in the Halva guitar. The promos had it with an A and had an E before the R instead of an A. I didn't want to rain on anybody's parade about that.
You should have messaged them. They probably would have congratulated you and sent you something free for catching the error.
Nah.
And for being a super fan, for actually deciphering.
I'll bring it up.
Super nerd.
Hey, look, it was fun to do. What else am I going to do while I'm up for all hours of the night talking to you people on Hangouts?
Brian, I can picture you on the toilet. I can picture you on the toilet or in the bathroom with your decoder ring, with your locked door, and your brother knocking on the fucking door to go pee. And you're like, 1 minute, I gotta decode this.
Yeah, so
drink your Ovaltine.
This is the
I wish they put that shit right in there for you guys. You're like, what? This is a fucking commercial?
Yeah, so no, this is what these people are giving me crap about. So yeah, here, you see, I was deciphering all of this here. So they gave it, Jeremy, he gave us a primer for the cipher, and this says 4 Horsemen Studios. And based on that, using the 4 promos, you can kind of decipher the rest of it. And I was able to do so. I was very proud of myself. And I think I've decoded everything except for Q so far. So I've never seen what the Q one is. So in the next round of promos that they make, if I ever come across a symbol, I'm like, oh, that's a Q. Actually, that's not true. The numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They haven't given us those yet either. I don't believe, but we have 0 and 2. But I have the rest of the alphabet. So anyway, yeah, these are the promos here, and this is the typo right there. That is supposed to be an A, not an E.
Where?
Yeah, show us. I don't know about.
Wait, what word?
Havel Qatar.
Oh, the one with the H.
HVALKAT. That's supposed to be A, not an E. Tell your friends. Brink found it. But yeah.
So I hear first.
I was not the first one to decode it though. Someone else decoded it, but I refused to look at what they did until I did it for myself, so I can double check my work. Yeah.
Someone beat you to it?
Yeah, well, look, man, I got to work during the week. I don't have time to do all this stuff. I got Transformers news to put together, all that other stuff.
They
So
look
anyway,
good. They
yeah,
look good.
onto the. So this is the new wave, Book 2, Grave Knight, and
Dave,
basically
you didn't
these
order the
people are.
first set, did you, Dave? Did you order the first wave yet?
Nope.
Okay. They look
So
good. I like them. They look really good.
I think so too. I like I like that one. Like that looks like a gray
Yeah.
alien.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like the half robotic dude.
yeah, this is
And the green dude. I don't care for turkey head girl too much. I can't unsee it.
Jeremy. How do I?
Someone
Not
says
in
she
a
has a
album.
turkey face.
She looks like she has a turkey on her head. Look at the drumsticks coming out of her fucking face.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a turkey.
Looks like a turkey. See that?
Let me get a different view.
Look at the drumsticks coming out of her face.
Like this is
Look.
the jump stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Beefy.
This is
That looks kind of
this is-
crazy.
This is a translucent figure that they paint over. I'm really kind of curious to see what this is going to be all about. And her head tail is supposed to be bendy. Translucent feet.
What I liked about this whole pitch was that I guess these are kind of gladiators, like they're fighting in a battle, like
Right.
royale type atmosphere, I guess.
Yep.
And you guys are saying this is completely like different lore. It's not supposed to be
Yeah.
attached to what they're doing with the mythic land, right?
No. It's its own thing.
Guy I like too. Like this one was interesting to me. So
Yeah.
I don't know. This is kind of going to be an impulse buy in regards to whether I'm at the show and they have these figures available.
You're gonna buy. You're gonna fucking buy them. You're gonna buy. You're gonna see them and you're gonna be like, I want them because the allure of getting something new. Like, and I think they look cool. Like, do you not like the way they look?
So this one,
they look great. It's just that I'm more inclined to go towards the mythic, like the demons and all that type of lore,
the fantasy.
Stuff.
I'm big into sci-fi stuff. Like this, when they were teasing this on Saturday, I was really like, I think I really need to rethink my life here.
Mythics.
I mean, I really like this stuff. So I'm excited. The all-in for everything in the wave was $200. So basically, it was a savings of, like, if you were to cut this figure out, that would be like, if you were to buy these all, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. The all-in price is basically you're getting a figure for free. Yeah. This guy was really cool.
Yeah, the cyborg. Yeah, he's fucking cool. Like, yeah, I like the take that they took into this. It's like, they're all warriors battling out in this cyber battle royale type of thing. Mm-hmm. It's more of like a gladiator type like feel to it. So once you get there, I'm kind of interested.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny that you say that, because like looking at this particular wave, like with except for maybe this one, compared to the first wave, I was like, when we were first talking to the Four Horsemen and those involved, it was always like, are these mythics in space? And they're like, no, don't think of them as space barbarians and space orcs and stuff like that. They're aliens. But I think this second wave did kind of give me like a mythics in space type of thing. Type of feel. But these are this is the first wave, which I think is next year delivery, early next year, possibly late this year. I think they said these are ahead of schedule, so time will tell when they come in. But yeah, I'm excited. I wanted to, so back to this first wave here, this Sentry. this is a builder, so it's one of the cheaper priced ones because it doesn't have a lot of paint or accessories. And they had builder packs that you could get, and I actually I bought one of the builder packs because I'm hoping that we get basically aftermarket heads, human heads that we can put in here. And I have a dream of someday doing some custom Starcom guys.
Mhm.
So like basically I could just, use the paint decos for, some of my favorite characters and stuff.
Look at you using your imagination.
Oh, look at that.
But when they released, I'm gonna lose my spot. When they released the other guy, this guy. Now this is a named character, so he's a bit more expensive. But when I was looking at his suit, I was like, wait a minute, I think I like his suit better because he's got like actual pants on and stuff. And I was like, so now, we know that Mythics loves to put out different characters and reusing their sculpts with different paint and deco and stuff. Oh, here's a better picture. Like, I think this is more or less the spacesuit that I want to customize. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see what they reuse this sculpt for in the future. Which means that I would be waiting. If I want to maximize my cost per my enjoyment, I would be waiting for many more years to get some. But we'll see. I haven't even learned to paint yet, so maybe I need that time.
You go. Yeah, there you go. You got time to learn.
This is really, really cool.
No,
I'm looking forward to it. I have to say, from a mythic standpoint, we are down to. We've got three of the main harbingers of death revealed, harbingers of the apocalypse, I should say, with one more yet to be revealed, probably be revealed this fall, winter. And after that, I don't know where they're going to take the line, but I'm kind of glad if it slows down and we jump up on the cosmics more. But I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. I'm a very schizophrenic collector. What's the new hotness? Sometimes that's what gets me at the time.
Yeah.
But the thing is with this Mythic Legions line, there's always stuff in the hopper, and for the most part, it's always paid for, because you paid for it so long ago you totally forgot about it, and then eventually they're like, "Hey, this is shipping out," and then you're just going to get all back into it again.
When's the window closed for this pre-order, this recent one?
It closes
May 1st, I think.
Yeah, I think they're giving you a month. So yeah, basically.
But 200 is not bad for like, I like it when they do smaller sets, so it doesn't break the bank, and you're not spending 500 for the whole set. And
yeah, so I've already went in and did my all in, because the all ins come all in one box anyway, so they should always ship those out ahead of time, when they all come in. And then in the next couple weeks, I'll probably look to pick up a couple extra of those barbarian. Well, I don't want the barbarian builder equivalent of the guy with all the shields and all the heads and all the guns,
he's going to be like the barbarian builder type of feel.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to get a couple more of those.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They look nice, man. They do. I kind of dig them. Like if I was gonna be into anything that they did, it would kind of be that. Makes a little bit more sense for me, but
yeah, I mean, because you're more into the sci-fi stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. I would dig that type of stuff more.
What's funny is I had asked for this line years ago. Like I said, if they come out with a line with aliens, just like this, I'd be all over it. But it's just. I think it's just too much right now. I think I'm gonna wind up getting them, but like at the shows.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna bother to pre-order. This is gonna be something I'm gonna have to pick up in hand.
like an impulse buy sort of thing. Yeah. It takes a little bit of the pressure off too, like because if you don't really feel like any like a sense of like urgency, right, to pick them up, then it's just like you might get more enjoyment out of them that way.
Well,
Like
exactly, Jose. Yeah.
It's not so much that, but it's what Brian just said before. They're coming out with so much shit that I need a break from them. Like it's wave after wave after wave, and now they're throwing cosmic into it. It's just like too much.
Yeah, I would be surprised. Like I wouldn't be surprised they show the next mythic. If they do another mythic wave, they'll show it by September or October of this year.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. They're gonna do it at the next before the next con that they have.
Yeah, Legion's Con in November. Oh wait, is it? I think it's November. Yeah. It's the weekend after thing. I don't remember now. But Dave, I mean, I've gone to a couple toy shows lately, and actually going there to get something that you want to get, like that's a good feeling too. I mean, as opposed to just going up and seeing everybody wait in line, be like, oh.
And just
I already bought these. I don't need to go.
6 of these and another 5 of those.
But so that is a kind of, and also we're fortunate to be in this area, so we do get to see them at shows, which is cool.
Yeah.
At shows they do up the price a little bit, but considering how much shipping costs, it doesn't matter. I think it's a wash anyway. So,
and
I usually have to wait anyway to get mine because I ship them to Brian's house. So I can't get them until I see Brian.
The other thing too is that, like, when it comes to the newer release, like the new wave that they have out, when there'll be plenty of them. Like I've never seen, other than the big guys, like other than the trolls, like they would sell out at shows for a new wave of stuff. Like when they usually have very plentiful quantity of those new, like the new stuff that they have at these shows. So it's like I'm not if there was the other way around where I would see these things sell out in shows and you don't for the new wave you might not have a chance to get them at shows. I would rethink trying to pre-order this stuff. But for the Cosmic, I know when they come out they're gonna have a crap load at the shows all 3 times we see them a year, and I'll have the opportunity to pick them up in small little bursts and feel okay with it.
Yeah, it might feel better that way. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, yeah, you're paying a little bit. You're paying a little bit more, but like again, like these pre-orders are meant for you to save a little cash and put a little cash. If you can pay now, you'll save a little money. But if you don't want to pay now, you spend a little bit of money, and it's that cost that you have. You're not putting your money up front.
I'm telling you, man, something liberating about because I feel like I've checked out a little bit with some of this stuff that like these figures that I got. These are like the first time like I'm picking up figures like in like probably a couple of months, like to really actually like mess with them, So, like the blaster, I would have been sweating, like, what I'm saying? That was like one of those last figures in the Kingdom line, right? And it's like, shit, if I don't get that, that's a major character, right? Like I wasn't like trying to be like, oh, let me try to get a pre-order in at BBTS or whatever, like just to make sure that I'm covered. I was like, if I find it, I'll find it. You know what I'm saying? And now like seeing it come out in this legacy line and just being able to see it like last week and being like, oh, okay, let me throw it in my cart, and then boom, it released. Like I feel cool, like better about it now, like than if I would have just had it like pre-ordered and I'm just like kind of like waiting for it. It was more like of a surprise, like Amazon put up a listing and then boom, now it's in my hands.
It's funny that you say that, Jose, because it's like I'm kind of feeling the adverse. Like I'm at my old age, I'm trying to go out and do toy hunting is like I'm really looking for pre-orders right now. I especially with regards to exclusives, is that if I can lock down pre-orders and not have to run to like 7 fucking Walmarts or Targets just to find this one, like I'd rather do that. Like at this game, like at this time of my life, because granted, toy hunting is fun and it's great. It's just it does get exhausting. It does get, it definitely has more lows than highs.
Yeah.
Things like, so it's like, when I was younger, I enjoyed running out, doing all that stuff. Especially now, like with me working at home, like I have to literally, like, there's no, like when I was working at and going commuting to work, I would stop, along my way at going home and stuff like that, and that it was no inconvenience to me because it was just on the way home.
Yeah.
Now I have to physically get out of my house and go toy hunting, and it's like, I'm not saying it's hard to do. It's just that, at the end of the day, it's not like, oh, by the way, I'm going home and I'm going to stop at 2 Targets or 2 Walmarts on the way home.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's funny because now, and then it's like, it's not easy even to pre-order stuff, because when it comes to exclusives, you got everybody and their mother jumping on those pre-order, and those windows are selling out real quick, and you think Mezcos are bad. Like, Jesus Christ, Walmart and Walmart. I think Walmart now is like the one that I find the hardest to get pre-orders from, because it's like they sell out so fast.
Yeah. I think what's making it a little bit easier for me is kind of like because the care is kind of like not there anymore, right? So like I'm sort of like looking at it and approaching it from the mind of like, I'm not gonna pre-order this or go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I find it, I find it, and if I don't, I don't. Like where before I was on like a mission, like, oh, I got to make sure I get this, got to make sure I get that. Even with some of these stuff that I'm still collecting, like I think like that Walmart Bumblebee, like people were having a hard time with that, couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And I think if you missed that one, that was the only way you could get the VW bug version. Like that figure's probably going for a lot like now, because it's not readily findable. Like I was able to get that, the Soundwave. I think people were having trouble with that. The Earthrise one, like some of those are tough, and I would be upset if I didn't get them, like the Seekers and shit. Like, you had to pay extra for yours. Like I would have sucked if I would have had to do that. But just like over time, I'm just like, like whatever. Like, so now I'm kind of like the Nautica I missed like so many years ago from that Titans Return line. Like now, like 5 or 6 years later, like, does it matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I missed it. I would like to have it, but is my focus on that line now? Like, no, I'm probably going to try to dig through those bins and try to sell as many of those figures as I can now.
Oh, no, Jose, your collection's all complete except for Nautica.
No, I know. See, but some of those, like now we've gotten better versions, right? Like the Titans Return Astro Train, the Blitzwing, like we're getting better versions of those guys now. So what do I need that for? That was my only choice then, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now like a lot of that stuff, like I'm looking to get rid of, because I feel like since Siege and onward, now we're getting like definitive versions of some of these characters. But those older lines are some that's the only way you could get some of these guys, right? Like the
but like you're right, Jose. Like they'll eventually remake some of these characters that you lost, and granted, it's going to be hit and miss. Like that RC, like is that RC that just came out better than the RCs that they've done in the past?
Yeah.
No. The answer to that question for other characters might be yes, they might be no, but like either or. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to play the waiting game to see whether that's the case or not. So
yeah. So
and at the end of the day too, and I love it. I know Brian's gonna say, like I said, my catchphrase.
At the end of the day,
everyone take a shot.
I think Chris said it on ETR, and I see a smirk from fucking Brian. I text him. I'm like, hey. But like if you really do eventually want that figure to complete your collection, you're ante up for it, save up for it, and get it done and buy it. Or like you might go to a toy show and find it where someone just has it up for a great steal, and you just
dirt cheap. Yeah, exactly. They don't know what they got.
Believe it or not, it's happened. Like it's happened to me several times. So it's not like I will ever say that does not happen, because it does happen.
Yeah, this RC figure's starting to grow on me though. Like now, like I'm messing with it, and like look again, the original Prime RC, like that character design, it doesn't beat it. But now I'm looking at this is that like with the bulkhead too. Like I was kind of looking at that figure, like why did they do that and not make it a little bit more traditional? But I think what they're doing with these is trying to bring some of these other characters into like one unified like G1
Universe, yep,
kind
yep,
of like
yep.
universe. So like with that, like I could I could understand a little bit of the redesign and stuff. So I'm starting to kind of like it now, you know.
So,
But yeah, I hear you, man. Oh, go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
yeah, I just wanted to revisit Dom with his toy hunting. Like, I went to Target on Friday. I found something that was great, and now that I'm going back to the office on Monday, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Target near my office at lunch. I forget what I was looking for while I was there, but it's like the toy aisle suck, man. It's like, I don't know. I guess if you're going toy hunting, what you're trying to like get the latest wave of Marvel Legends or the latest wave of Black Series or something like that. But it's just like now when I go, like it's empty pegs full of stuff I'm just not interested in, and I actually get more enjoyment walking down the Hot Wheels aisle because the pegs are full, and you can just look. Say, oh look,
Yeah,
they make them in blue, and in red or whatever. But it's like we need a toy store again. Like we really, really need a toy store again. And I know Toys R Us before it was over, there was only like 2 aisles of stuff that would interest us anyway. But at least it was full.
yeah.
And that's one of the things I really just like going to the toy shows for, because when you walk by a vendor booth, it's full. Like there's no empty pegs, and there's tons of variety, and it's just nice. It's a nice nostalgia of going to Toys R Us. Back when we were kids, even in I want to say the early 90s, maybe. Like I remember when I got my license, one of the first things I wanted to do was wake up early on a Saturday, go get some coffee, and I drove to the Toys R Us near me. I was like, I'm gonna go walk down, look at some toys, and drink some coffee. And sure enough, it was Power of the Force, right? Pegs upon pegs upon pegs of Power of the Force, just like when we were kids. Every character from the movie ready to be bought right then and there. Yeah, I don't know how people toy hunt now. It's just, God, it's like you go and I see nothing that piques my interest really.
Yeah, it was, especially with these last 2020 21, like it's just the distribution in regards to have the lack of product on shelves, and then and then the high demand, a lot of people getting into collecting, and with all that, with all those variables adding up, it makes toy hunting very dismal in regards to what you find in stores. And the funny thing is, it's like there's so many lows and walking into these aisles, like when you get that high, it's like it's a super high. Like it's higher than what it would normally be, because you would be shocked to find like that new wave out there. And I applaud for the individuals who are in a location that you don't have many collectors, and they don't pluck your stores as fast as some around here, but take advantage of that. Be grateful, because it's like it's hard to walk into stores and like you already got 5-6 people when the store opens up, and they're already plucking whatever is brand new out there on the shelf.
At least you get that stuff in your stores. Out here, we don't get shit.
Yeah, like New York is a whole different environment in itself, but like it's like when it comes to Jersey, like it's there. It's just that you have to be there at the right time to get it. So it's difficult, but it's doable. But at the end of the day, it's like I don't have the time and resources to do it as I used to do it. And I, like I said, driving into work and commuting into work was always a positive for me in regards to achieving that, because they're along the way. So I stop and spend the 15 minutes to run in, and you find it on the shelf, and you walk out. But it's like I'm not doing that anymore. So I would have to physically wake up in the morning early, which I'm lazy as ass, and I'm not going to do that. So it's like I'm not. It's weird, but it's a whole different thing. And now I'm looking for more. Where's those pre-orders hitting up on websites? Because I'd rather just secure my pre-orders and not worry about running out and hunting them down.
Yeah.
But I'll leave that to the younger people.
That's the safety net, man. And then, like I said earlier, like, windowless packaging, you might get a rock in your box. Like, who knows? Who knows?
Did you just say rock box?
All right. Nice segue, right? Save up for that rock box, people. Coming soon. More information.
Yeah.
Coming soon. And I don't know if we had anything
I'm
else.
tell them what's inside of it right now.
Might be a good time to sign off and maybe go on broadcast it. Before we wrap up the show, though, next week is going to be a special one. Right? Gonna get into a conversation with the creator of the Savage Crucible line. This is a new action figure line that's gonna be coming out. I think there's some designs out there that look really, really cool, really nice looking line. I don't know too much about it, but it looks like some of you guys are excited. Something that's within that sort of like mythic realm or vein that I could say. So, I mean,
we'll call it fantasy. Let's just call it fantasy realm.
The fantasy realm. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have the creator on next week to discuss the line, and we're going to have some questions for him and get some information out there. So I'm really
So
excited.
anybody in the chat that's interested in watching and you have any questions, please shoot them out to us. Anybody you feel comfortable with on the show. Also, if you're going to be there, you could ask him questions live. He's going to take live questions. Like Jose said, we're going to go over the line. We're probably the first people to actually have like a live broadcast on the subject. You've had some reviewers out there that have discussed what they've seen so far on this, but I think we're going to be the first ones to actually deep dive into this a bit. So get your questions ready, people, and if you're interested in the line at all, don't miss this one because, like Jose said, the creator, we're just gonna call him Rob for now, is excited to actually talk about this. He debuted this line at Toylanta 2 weeks ago, and is pushing forward with a lot of new things. So just be excited because we're gonna see some stuff that nobody else has seen yet, or basically we've been privy to yet. So be here next Tuesday.
That's pretty nice. And I'm loving the way, I mean, again, what I'm saying, just like the Mythics, I think that stuff looks great. Not for me, just looking at some of that concept art right there, it looks freaking amazing. So looking forward to having a conversation with that guy next week and then seeing what that line is all about. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So tune in, guys. Send your questions. Again, as Dave said, send your questions that you might want to ask the creator to any one of us. And if you're watching live, you could ask them questions live during next week's broadcast. Yep. So let's wrap on that. We'll continue unbroadcasted. That's the real show starts when we go off the air, guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I push so hard for you guys to come join us on the after show because we let our hair down. What little I have, and we have a real good time on the post show. But great discussion tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. Everybody that was hanging out with us tonight in the chat, you guys were awesome. Really appreciate you guys as well. We're gonna go around the yard, get some where you at, and I'm gonna throw the link for what we're doing here into the Realm of Collectors Facebook group, and you can come and join us here on the post show. So as I did earlier, Brian Brink, I'll start with you, brother.
At Brinkalizer on Instagram. Tune in tomorrow night for another episode of Figure Bagging with your host, Ace Milo and friends.
With Ace and friends. Maybe I'll hop in. He says he might have a certain piece tomorrow. Let's see. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, Energon.
Right, Billy.
Let him know, Dave.
Yeah, you can find me here on Tuesdays. Make sure you watch next week. We're going to put in some work for you guys, so make sure you're there, support us, and try to support Savage Crucibles, too. And thanks for watching tonight, too. Peace.
All right, Dominic.
You can find me at here Tuesday nights with you guys, and you can find me on Facebook on Dominic Rosso, and enjoy. Tune next week, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think with regards to this line that he's putting out, there's definitely going to be cues that are going to interest other collectors that are more into certain aspects of action figures. So I think these might be tickling those areas for you. So it's definitely a good time to watch and see what this creator is doing.
Yeah, if you get a chance, go on the website, savagecrucibles.com. I'm sorry, I can't say that right. savagecrucibles.com. And there's a link on there to see like more renders. They ask for a password. The password is show me more. It's as simple as that.
Nice. There you go. Definitely tune in. I'm looking forward to that. And as for myself, Harrican BX on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out ETR on Monday nights, here every single Tuesday night on BTM or the ROC Hangout, and popping up here and there in other places as well. Check us out on Facebook, Realm of Collectors. Just answer some questions, and we'll let you in. If you don't, you don't. Just answer the questions, guys. It's not that hard. Check out realmofcollectors.com. We're gonna have an update on that website soon for where you could pre-order your rock box. Start saving those pennies now, guys. We're hyping it because it's gonna be worth the hype. Trust us. And that's all I'm saying. And once again, thank you for everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. Check out Figure Banging tomorrow night. And we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. So until then, take care, stay safe, and peace out, guys. All right.
Later.
Oh, shout out to JD and Gary as well, our other castmates that couldn't be.
They should be here next week.
Yes.
They'll be here next week, though. So somebody got to do it for JD. Come on. Before There you go. There you go. Night, guys. Peace.
Say it with me now. Really?